spot. And we have somebody else. Oh, Reverend. So is that gender balance? If we count by what you said, the Bible said, 1 woman equals 10 men.
The United States racist supremacist entity has deployed one of its supremacist wing, the NDI, in many African countries to help them increase their domination over the African people. The NDI is the Democratic Party of the USA tool for recruiting puppets around the world with a mission to use them against hostile governments to the supremacist USA within those puppet countries, and also to promote their hegemony in many parts of the world. The NDI in its website claimed to be a non-profit, non-partisan organization working to support and strengthen democratic institutions worldwide through citizen participation, openness, and accountability in government. What the NDI doesn't tell us is that it is a puppet recruiting wing of the USA Democratic Party, as seen by the fact that those running the NDI are members of the Democratic Party of the USA. The chairman of the NDI is no one else but the well-known Madeleine Albright, former Secretary of State of the United States government. The NDI conference was held in the capital city of South Africa, Tshwane, on the 16th and 17th September 2010. Delegates to the conference were civil society organizations of Eastern and Southern African countries. The USA being one of the main players that systematically and totally destroyed Africa in all sectors of life using slavery, colonization, and other evil tools, has always been striving to increase its domination over the African people ever since African freedom-seeking organization brought freedom to Africa. The NDI, which stands for National Democratic Institution, in line with being the front line tool of the Democratic Party of the USA in recruiting puppets around the world using money, is clearly a tool for political agenda in Africa and elsewhere. Being a tool of the Democratic Party and yet hosting civil society organizations of African countries can only be to increase pink supremacy in Africa, which is a major threat to Africa's future. The Democratic Party of the USA, through its NDI, has been using some African Americans, which are descendants of abducted Africans that were at gunpoint forced into slavery in the USA, to advance its criminal agenda in Africa without their victims suspecting that they have been used to further pink supremacy against themselves. I interviewed one of the delegates to the NDI conference, and here are his comments. Welcome to Protecting Africa show. We got brother Lonnie Roth, right? And he's the chairman of Network for Democratic Election in Sudan. My first question to you is, can you tell us what were you doing here?
I came here to attend regional conference,
okay,
civil society and constitutional reform.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the
organized by National Democratic Institute,
okay,
for International Affairs and the University of South Africa.
Okay. And it's NDI and UNISA, right? NDI. And where is NDI from? Is it
partnership
from? Is NDI from Sudan?
NDI is a National Democratic Institute. It's not a Sudanese NGO.
Okay.
US-based NGO.
Okay, it's the US-based NGO. So basically, did the NDI pay the ticket for everybody to come to the conference?
Yeah, it's the one facilitating.
So you pay all the ticket for you guys to come, accommodation, food, everything.
The organizer, the facilitator.
Also, they did everything. So do they gain anything? Do they get anything by organizing the conference? Because they're spending money. Is there anything they gain from organizing the conference when they spend so much money, paying ticket, accommodation, and all that? Do they get any thing in return, or is it just charitable work they're doing? I mean, NDI, when they spend money to get ticket, accommodation, food for everybody to come and talk, do they have any?
I think, as I told you, they have organized and they have facilitated.
So you don't know if they get anything in return for that?
I think that one is not your concern.
Obviously, that's what we do. We're trying to understand what's going on and all the process.
They are taking care of us.
Okay.
If we are here, we are here under.
Now, I as a journalist, I have the right to understand for what cause they're doing that. Is it for charity? Is it for what? Because if people putting money, right, knowing the state of Africa, right, where there's so many conflict, and we've heard report of foreign nation sponsoring conflict in Africa, right, and when there is a foreign organization to the continent organizing an event, then we want to understand what's going on with that. We want to know if it's if they're doing it for profit, if they're doing it for charity and stuff. So it is in the interest of the public to understand